Alright, cleaned up around here after the flood and found this box. I knew I bought a set of big bore shovelhead cylinders some time ago. So these are Burkhardt. Well, they claim they're Burkhardt. I don't know if that's true or not. So these are big bore shovelhead cylinders. Now, are these made to go onto a shovelhead or a panhead bit, or I mean a Sportster underneath? That I do not know. I don't know if I made an eBay junk video with these yet on there or not. I don't remember. Might not, might have, I don't remember. Probably not, because this one hasn't been opened up yet. Probably just got buried in all the junk. Ward Manufacturing, that's who made them. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I think he's been before. I would have opened them there, I did a video. All I could find is Big Bore Evo ones. Shovelhead. Alright. Little gallery right there. So instead of having it going through right here, they moved the hole over. That's definitely how Sportsters are done. Yep, they did the same thing on this one. They moved the hole over. So that means that hole might go all the way through. One way to find out. Go find a drill bit. Somewhere over this pile over here, got a long drill bit. It's hard to get through the machine shop right now, all the crop in the way. Long drill bit. Looking hard. Doesn't go through. Doesn't mean it doesn't go all the way through. It just doesn't go through there. It goes through the cylinders, see? An oil leak. We don't know if it goes all the way through deeper on the inside. That'll be a smaller drill bit. Small laying around here. There's something like an Allen wrench. Seems to be a pretty hard stop where it doesn't go through with anything. So, kind of looks like it doesn't go through. That'd be a bad oil drain hole. Yeah. Alright, I'm missing a screwdriver. Okay, let's go over here and put a little air pressure on that thing and see what it does. The heater over here is warming everything up. So I took my sweater off. Okay, so you got a nice rubber tipped airline nozzle which goes in holes and seals them. Now we need some air pressure. I forgot I haven't turned the air on yet in the shop today. Yeah, 30 pounds air pressure, not much, it's enough to do what we need to do. Oh yeah, it's kind of low. Yeah, it's better. 60 pounds now. That's why you got two air tanks. I'll leave the noise off so I can hear the video better. Okay, so I'm going to put a little air pressure on this side and see if it goes through or not. And if it does go through, where does it leak out at? Where you want it to or where you don't want it to? That's a lot of pressure. Damn battery. Yeah, crap on the floor in the way. Battery, see? Here, get it out of the way. Now the airline can move. There we go. Yeah, now that works. Timer. Frisbee coming out the other end. Yep. Okay, comes out the inside on that one like it's supposed to. I assume this one does also. has some kind of a hole. I'm not sure how big the hole is, but it does go all the way through. Alright, so that's a plus. The next thing is to fit a shovel head. I just happen to have a dual plug shovel head floating around here. So, what they got double notches on there for. Center V goes this way. This one has no notch really for a V. So the drain back goes on the left side for a big twin, but see, it's got a carburetor over here. So I have to drain it back. Oil lines on the outside, exhaust on the outside. Kind of looks like a Sportster almost. Alright, so let's see if this matches up to anything over here. Not a damn thing matches up. Now this head's been cut for big bore. It looks like they put a spacer in here to adapt it back down to a smaller size. This is bigger than what that is for though, so let's see what big these cylinders are. I just assume they're 3 5/8. Maybe they're 13s. A little bit bigger than 3 5/8. 3.9. So that's 25 over 3 13/16. That's a big motor then. These are really big bore cylinders. They're nice. So this gets you out to, with a 4 3/4 crank, well, with a stock 80-inch crank, it's 97 cubes just for these on there. If you put the crank to it, the 5/8 crank, I think it puts you to 106 or 104. If you put a 5-inch crank in, it's a 116, I know that for sure. So the 3/4 crank should put you about a 110 or so, 111 maybe. These are made kind of weird. So if you notch out the front hole, make room for your big bore cylinder. That's usually the one that gets notched. The oil lines are on the outside edge, which is not how a big twin is done. Yeah, it's a knuckle motor. That won't help us any. We got a junk motor laying around here. Where's a junk big twin motor when you need one? Nowhere, that's where. We have an iron head floating around here right now. There ain't nothing floating around here right now. All went to storage. Alright, so something's going on here. Seriously. These oil holes don't line up to anything. Let's see if we can figure out the bolt pattern at least. Theoretically, that should be over here. Those two holes kind of line up. Okay, so that kind of lines up on that cylinder right there. Okay. Holy. Looks like all our holes are lining up. Okay, and there's an oil gallery right here. It's probably pretty close. Close enough to make it work anyway. There you go. Okay, so this is the rear head. So they notched out the front of the rear cylinder for piston clearance for the other side. So if I had a shovel head and other cylinder, I'll put this on the front, and these would basically go like this. That's how they would fit on the motor. And that's how they would drain back. And this looks like a fairly symmetrical bolt pattern, which is definitely how big twins are. See, big twins are pretty much inline cylinders. Lined the hole, see, they're lined up. Of course, they're actually offset a little bit. So these are definitely big twin base patterns also, it looks like. So I guess they didn't have to drill the case. They went ahead and dumped the oil into the cylinder over here. They modified it. Me, I like dumping right into the case, but they did a little differently. Alright, so these are definitely big twin shovel. So that goes like that. This one will be on the front over here. Like that, kind of. And this one would be over here. So that's what your motor would look like. Obviously, it'd be more like that, but oh, there you go. You put that on your shovel head case. Be a little different. Make yourself a nice little big ass bore motor. So yeah, it's got a really nice deep spigot in here, so it's made to go in there. It's an O-ring seal. It's not supposed to have a head gasket. Most of the time you want this the top of this sleeve right here to seal on the cylinder. It would push right up against the aluminum right here and seal with no gasket. And then you would have an O-ring in here just in case, which really doesn't do anything. And then you would put some silver paint on this material here, your flat surface here. That's a secondary seal area, but 99% of your seal would be right here on the sleeve. Pretty much if you get past that, it's going to leak. And you have to put some goop right over the hole here for oil so the oil doesn't come out. You could also take and cut it out, put an O-ring in there if you wanted to. But anyway, or you can make a gasket. Cometic has some big bore gaskets. I think it's shutting down over there. It says it's 75 degrees in here. Yeah, almost 60. Maybe the fuel level's getting low. It's been running for a while. Still making heat. It's coming back on again. Who knows? Alright, well there you go. Put some heat dissipate coating on here and it will dissipate heat and they'll cool pretty good. Even though they have no fins. Shouldn't be too bad of a deal. Alright, that'd be a pretty big motor. Yeah. I don't know what you're going to do for pistons these days. Definitely custom made. Or you can take some if you did a set of twin cam rods, got big press pins, and you put twin cam flat top pistons in here, but that would put your compression down pretty low because that's a Hemi head. It would work though to give you a piston to use, but it'd be a pretty low compression. I'm not sure how low it'd be, but I would guess probably, depending on how much you pop that piston up. If you ran that piston up pretty deep into the cylinder, you'd gain some of the back. You might get that thing up about 8 to 1, maybe 8.5 if you're lucky, which would be runnable. It would suck if it's down at 7 to 1 though, which probably would wind up being. But, oh well, there you go. Shovelhead big bore Burkhardt cylinders. Maybe. We'll see. I got some numbers on there, or just scrape marks. No, you just machine marks. Alright, there you go.